There we go. Now it's finally live. Okay. I want to see to update. Cool. So I want to drive, I think the Cadillac, but I'm also like entertaining the idea of maybe doing the GT or the LMP2. Just want to see if it's raining in either of these. None in the fixed. None in the open either. Nice. This is one of the best songs all time. I think I need to get a audio cable extension thing so I can run this from like up and behind. Yeah, I guess I don't stream on Sundays too much. Fiance's at a baby shower for a bit, so I was gonna be a little piece of shit for a little bit, but then I need to actually do some stuff around the house. But figured I could do some practice since not after racing yesterday and doing the what was it? The Vulcan Tire Challenge. I don't think I won it. I was like, maybe I'll do the LMP3. Like, I'm still like just trying to nail down exactly what I want to do next season in terms of like cars. And I was like, maybe I'll give the LMP3 a try and just see if that is one that I want to do. But I don't think so. Um, I mean, the GT3 is still probably the top contender just because it's what I've been racing most recently. Um, but I'm really entertaining the idea of doing like Formula and GTP next season. I wanted to check out Apex setups while we're here. Oh, and also OBS isn't showing the right thing because I had it on fucking Euro Truck Simulator yesterday. What is this called? iRacing? Access to one car, weekly setups, as to all supported cars. What is all the supported cars? Okay. I think I'm gonna try this out because I think that anytime I've tried these setups before, um, I've enjoyed them. So I want to give it a go. I've been using Coach Dave for a bit, and the setups have been okay. But I was like mostly like, oh, I'm gonna use the Delta software a lot. I feel like I haven't been, and when I wanted to, oh, here's a cross shot. Um, and when I have been looking at telemetry, I just have been using Driver 61. So I need to get my racing ID. If you have a dedicated competitive virtual racing school account and want to view our data packs using VRS, please enter your VRS ID. What is it? Virtual racing to your driver VRS driver ID. Use Google. Oh, here. Copy my VRS ID. I feel like oh, there's an Apex okay, here. Apex Racing Academy. I feel like I know enough people here where I should. Oh, it's weird how it's in Arabic. Have a coupon code, but whatever. I also don't know what is €8. €8 to USD, like $10. Oh, oh wow. Okay, so I need to not show this, so I don't dox myself. What have you been up to, J King? Any fun races? Oh, right. For sports car or I hate when fucking programs you download are like, here is the actual fucking um executable, not like an installer. Whatever. What thing I want to try actually here. 1 second. Oh, to get A. Eh, whatever. Uh, shouldn't this be showing in here now? Oh. Oh, I thought this would like make it so that it would download the setup automatically. To restart iRacing? Oh no, most of the time if I just like, maybe I have to go out of the garage and back in. So I don't think it's actually added in here. Unless it's like, because I have the, I just added the, maybe I need to log into it. Setups. So I just downloaded the Apex Racing setup sync. Um, Maybe I'll restart it here. I know there's a setup guide thing. I just think I just need to go look at that. Or a setup sync user manual. This is 13 minutes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I just had to sit in the car. Uh, Raiko has a lot of good oval setups, but as far as like other ones, they're not as good. And I feel like I'm like I've liked I've tried a few different setup shops, and I've liked Apex the best. Like that's what we used at Bathurst, and I've used it in a few other cars. Um, One of the Apex guys sent me some, and they've just been like really tuned to my driving style more. So now if I sit in this car, did it trigger it?
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
Trigger downloads. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's triggering. It's downloading everything. Okay. It's downloading like Mustang shit right now. Why is it downloading Mustang stuff? That's so interesting. We'll just let it do its thing. I assume I don't have the Cadillac setups in here yet. Oh, maybe we do. No, not yet. Okay. It's still. Is it still downloading? I guess downloading all the initial setup takes a minute. Man, these in-ear monitors, first review, I think they are a lot more comfortable, than the over ears, but I feel like it's just gonna be a lot more breathable. It's crazy how long these setups take to download. They're not that big of files. I mean, I'm not disgusting. I'll clean them. I have very clean ears. I'm like neurotic about that. I have one of those like cameras to put in my ears to clean out earwax. I am neurotic about that. Grosses me out. Probably have some of the cleanest earbuds you'll ever see. Did come with some different size ones that I might need to try depending on how these feel like over a long period of time in my ear. How big are these? Pretty big. They're a little smaller. I think they'd be a little bit more comfortable. These bigger or smaller? Same size? Oh, there's some smaller ones. This must be like the medium ones. It's downloading all of the GT3 setups right now. Well, I guess this is good because then I'll have them all in the future, but really just want the Cadillac GTB one. So let me just yank these, right? Yeah, there it goes. The big headphones are just so bulky too, and then I like hit my head on things like on the side of the cockpit with it. Hey, if you want something, just let me know. These are like not even like expensive in-ear monitors. These are cheap ones and they like sound pretty good, honestly. I have like a few pretty good pairs of headphones and stuff to compare to. And for in-ear headphones, these are not too bad. Why are these so hard to put on? I linked them in my Discord. They're on Amazon. I put in the Sim Rig channel. Does it feel better? Oh, it's not. Unplug it a bit. The hell. I think the smaller one's more comfortable. I know like drivers where it's not like in-ear monitors. It's like molded to their ear, like headphones, but very similar. I mean, I guess they're very similar to like what musicians would use, I think, um, for in-ear monitors, uh, where they get them like custom molded to their ear. I think that's how the driver ones work too. But I'm sure the sound quality is ass. Where's the other one? Yeah, I think you get an audio like extension cable. And I actually get like a little bit of the mic feedback through the headphones, which is cool because it's I have it hooked up to the audio jack on my microphone, so I can kind of like gauge my voice a little bit better compared to the audio of the um game and everything. But that it being like super annoying, like where there's lag in the voice, but I can hear it better, so I think the sound maybe sealed better with the other inserts, but these feel more comfortable. We'll see. Man, whoever Apex is using to host these setups, or maybe it's their script that they're using for this, hella fucking slow. I'm like 500 setups in. This should take like maybe 10 seconds to download all these. It's literally like a data file. 500? 500 what? Oh, yeah. Oh, setups, yeah. Well, if you think about every different setup for every different car on every different track, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's just downloading everything right now. Yeah, but like there's like a qualifying setup, a dry setup, a wet setup. Every track has a different setup. There's different variations of each setup. Like each week, and this is just for each like active week, I think right now. Or like every week from the season, but it's like every week one car will have like at minimum 5 setups, especially for like GT3s and stuff that run in multiple series. We're up to BMW GTP, so Cadillac should be here in a second. We can finally just drive. Wait, do we have it? Did I miss it? No, not yet. Maybe it's not in alphabetical order. Now we're at a Porsche Cup. They have IndyCar on here too. Damn. They basically have like all of the different cars that I actually drive. There's not many that they don't have. Up to 700 setups now. God damn, just do the fucking Cadillac. It's in the GT4 cars right now. Here, let's just. Does it have any setup for this? (2024) season 2. Let's do this for the time being. I got a cup holder at my setup now too. There's this mouse pad attachment. It's out for delivery now so I should be able to just have my mouse like next to me more. I have it like on my chair next to me, which sucks. Um, but having it on the actual rig would be nicer. Having the keyboard accessible too, huge. I don't know, I hear game volume. Oh, it's because there's a fucking bump start. I'm an idiot. I was like, why don't I hear the car revving? Because the car's still off. Moron. I don't know what a good time is going to be around here. I always struggle at Spa, so I really want to like kind of hone it in this week. I feel like with the GTP I'll be able to do that. Oh, you really have to brake around there.
Right out. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
Did you brake earlier than that, I guess? I didn't see if they had the LMP2 listed on there. I'm sure. Actually, I'm not sure if they do. I think I'd rather drive the GTP just because being the fastest car is a lot more manageable than being the middle car where you have to worry about faster cars and slower cars. You know? Especially in Spa where there's just going to be a lot of carnage because people drive like crazy people on this track. Extremely bad through there. I think I also want to try the Ferrari after a few more laps here because the Ferrari has been the fastest GTP for a bit here.
6.411.
Let's see what car comes a little bit more intuitively to me here. The other scenario I might entertain for this week is driving the Corvette. So the braking marker is like a little bit before the painted. I'm gonna try the Ferrari. The fastest here is a 205 with this car, which is like fine, but well, actually I don't even know if it's good. It's probably not even close to good, but you know, I think I'd rather spend time in the Ferrari. So we'll give that a go and see if it's abysmal compared to what I just did in the Caddy. Oh, IndyCar's first race of the week is this week, huh? In Tampa or whatever. Probably watch the replay. I want to watch more IndyCar this year. I feel like the sound sounded a lot better with the other inserts. These are the two big ones in here. Fucking shit. It's cool how they're like clear. I don't know how here. You can kind of see that. I guess we can just switch the cam. You can kind of see it. See how they're like, you can see inside of them. Is that cool? Yeah. I love when um tech looks like that with the clear, how you can see inside. It's like a very like 90s thing, but I think it's coming back. Yeah, I think these bigger ones are more comfy. Fuck, where did I just put the other one? God damn it. I thought I saw it right here. This one isn't it, is it? Little fucking black thing. So hard to find right now. Yeah, is this one? It's nice how headphones that have these, I guess they agreed upon at some point, or maybe it's just because of the size of like the ear, that these all kind of have the same um like size little nub to fit around, so you can get like different materials and stuff for the little connector thing. Like as like a third party like aftermarket thing. I've seen people get ones that are more like foamy and they swear by that. Oh no. So I put the biggest one on the other one and it feels a lot better. I don't think I have that big ear canals, but it feels so much more comfortable. I know this is the content that we signed up for. Be putting things in my ears. Come on. Get on there. Jesus Christ. This one is like being much more of a pain in the ass than the other ones. There we go. It's still downloading these fucking things? Jesus Christ, it is. I don't know when my new gloves are gonna come in. I still haven't got like a shipping notification about it. It said like 5 to 6 weeks lead time. I wonder if they like make them in China and then ship them to the UK and they quality check and then they send it. Like, it seems ridiculously slow.
No expected change in conditions.
The steering feels a lot like lighter in this car. Oh, apparently my fastest on here is at 204. I feel like I remember racing this car here when it first came out, that week 13 or whatever. I hope week 13 this season is better because the last few seasons it's been bad. But I think we're getting that Miami track, right? Where they raced F1. Is that coming this season? I wasn't excited about it at first, but I think it would be pretty cool to race. I think Vegas would honestly be cooler. I think it's a more interesting track, but it's not great for like viewing, but I think like it produces fun races. Like it'd be fun to race on. I raced it in the F1 series a little bit. The EA F1 series. I'm really thinking I'm going to get the round wheel and stuff soon because I think I want to try out like uh, one of the rallycross games. Did you ever share a picture of yours, J King? All put together? I feel like you didn't. More braking. So I think I'm gonna get the SimMagic Neo hub because it's compatible with SimHub, which means I can change out this wheel with that wheel. Then use the button mapper thing, but I have to get the maybe the MagLink adapter, whatever it's called, so it's wired in and I can do it. I've been seeing things where people are able to fit that hub in like one of those like more drift style wheels, where it's like the hub would be set back from like the connector a bit versus being flush with the connector, which is interesting. I think I saw Simagic put out some like content about how to do that.
14.599.
Maybe you're braking earlier there. Well, huge speed advantage now. Maybe not. The GT3, you really hug that inside. Maybe you don't do that in the GTP. Trying to find the exact right braking point for there.
1.918. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
I always fear that the wheels are just like exposed in this car compared to the Cadillac, where I think they're completely covered on top, or maybe if they aren't, you can't see them in frame. But in here, you just have the giant fucking wheel just sitting there. So you can't really see on stream. Last time I must have raced this was in like weird conditions or something. I don't feel like I'm going that fast. And it would have been with the changed tire model, so I don't think the car is just that much naturally faster unless they've changed things more. I like the fact that there's the prototype challenge series now that I can also race in addition to IMSA. Less speed. I wonder if somebody has a track guide out yet for this, where they have their fastest lap listed. I feel like I'm probably very far off the pace still, but you know, I'd like to know. I'm gonna check the times after this lap, and then I think the Apex setup should be downloaded, and then I can try that. The Coach Dave one feels fine, but there's nothing like egregious about it that I don't necessarily like. It's still going. Okay. Let's say they all downloaded. iRacing, GTP, Spa lap. There you go. What did this guy run? 156 in the Cadillac. So I still got some time to make up. Okay.
No expected change in conditions.
See what we can do. So we want to get sub 2. If we can hit like 158, I'd be really happy about that. See if this setup feels drastically different at all. I feel like I don't know the car well enough to feel a drastic difference, so we'll kind of just see what feels faster. We also need to try out like the fixed setup since the prototype challenge is the fixed setup. Okay, brake earlier than that. Fucking love this song. Don't need to do that downshift there. Hey, barely a 159. As close as you can get to 159, or maybe not as close. As close as you can get to not 159. I can't wait to see these guys in May Day. Ironic I get to see them in May. They're so good. I've seen them 3 times before this. 2 or 3 times. Maybe 3 times. Should have been 4. But I was in Hawaii when they came to Chicago the one time. I think driving GTPs and formulas might be the move though. Kind of just playing into my strengths a bit more. So I feel like the last few seasons I've been... Shit. I need to turn this down. Can't hear the car. But the last few seasons I've been really like pushing the GT3s and regular sports cars, and like I've learned a lot and I've gotten a lot faster. But I feel like they don't play into my strengths as a driver as much. And I think it'd be fun just to try out like really just these doing high downforce like the full season and kind of see where it gets me. And then maybe pick back up on the sports car stuff later. I'm sure I'll learn a lot from driving these that I'll then be able to use in the sports car, right? But I wish there was like a like Porsche Cup equivalent of hypercar. I think I'm really just going to make my decision about next season once I see the schedule come out. And I'll be very intentional about picking which series I want to do and just really sticking with it, which might be a little bit more boring content-wise. But I'm honestly more really enamored with just becoming quicker. And I think sticking to one thing will help me get quicker all around. Braking marker's still farther back, I guess. I think I do like the feeling of the Ferrari more than the Cadillac here. And I assume that this is going to be the faster car here. Not that it matters since I'm not a 10K iRating guy, but you know. I'm really just feeling out the track some more still before I'm really like trying to dial in lap time. I feel like every time that I've raced Spa, I've known the track, so I haven't practiced much. I just jump right in, which is probably one of the reasons why I'm slow here, because I haven't put much time into like really perfecting parts of the track. I need to find a consistent braking marker there. I'm still operating on feel.
1.012.
I feel like I should stay in 6th gear longer there. I think I'm losing out on some speed when I kind of like max speed because I'm like raising the or lowering the torque kind of with that elevation change. I think the issue I'm having is I'm not finding like I'm struggling to find the limit. I think I'm so far under the limit right now because I haven't really spun the car that much. That's the only corner there that I feel like I'm even approaching the limit.
0.02.
I think there's a track guide thing maybe that I want to watch a track guide. I don't know if it looked like the Apex thing might come with one, which is cool. If that's the case, I'll watch that one. See, I think I need to stay in 6 longer. Maybe I just need to try to keep a lower gear all the way through Eau Rouge. Okay. Let's try to find a track guide. Kind of see where we're missing right now. Let me get out of this car so that noise stops. There way. Oh, what is this hosted on? Oh, Vimeo. Okay. I don't know. Watch it on Vimeo though. Oh, I want to watch the video on Vimeo. So I just want to be able to see it better. Can I not search? If I make it full screen, you guys can't really see it, huh? Can I search it on here? 225 S1 Ferrari. Probably doesn't show up. Yeah, damn it. Why is there no Vimeo search like in the channel page? Why is everything so difficult? Here, we're gonna make this full screen, but I just God damn it. Whatever. We're just gonna watch it full screen and then if I do fuck. This is pissing me off. Picture in picture. No. Dude, this is so bad. Whatever. We're just watching a full screen. Sorry if you can't see much. Is this the guy that um yeah, this is the guy that coached me for Bathurst. Dirt patch on the left staff. Around 100. Mm. He waits a minute to. Yeah, he waits to skip to seventh. Hmm. Hmm. No, not trying to really use the whole track there. Third gear the entire time through the first like infield section after the long straight. Yeah. Okay. Second. Okay. He gets up to third and holds it. Yeah. Interesting. So he goes up to sixth. What board? Interesting. Okay. Okay. Fourth, third. Where's the breaking? Okay. Just a little bit of a lift. Light on brakes, stay in third. Okay. Oh, interesting. White line. Okay. That is helpful. Okay, let's try this out. And we'll need to try the fixed setup at some point as well. Yeah, so I knew Jordan specialized more in downforce stuff and like the whatchamacallit, like formula cars. I didn't know he did GTP stuff too. That makes a lot of sense. So maybe I'm on the right track with what I'm doing. I mean, he's hella talented in the GT3, but
Picking up the course. Gotta slow down and give up that time.
actually I forget what he did in that corner. Let's see real quick what he did in that corner. What gear is he in? base closes? Oh, because I'm focused on it. Okay. I see. No, no, I got gravel over that spot. Good going, Kyle. So he does like a slight brake drag, gets it into 5th because he's in 6th. And goes all the way out here. Brakes down to 3rd here. Carries a lot of speed. Lifts. Keeps it in a 3rd through here. Just kind of slips the car around. Okay. I see. And this part is pretty self-explanatory. Thanks for the bands. It's amazing, like, I left my music off so I can kind of concentrate just a little bit harder. It's amazing how much better the car sounds in these headphones. So car length after the white line. It's hard for me to see the white line right now. You're good. I was asking, I guess, while you were showering, did you ever share a pic of your new round wheel? I'm thinking about getting probably something similar to what you have. So I was interested to see what yours looked like. Oh, I know you showed the picture of just the wheel without the hub, I think. I think it was just like the wheel by itself, maybe? Yeah, I want to, like, I've been really interested for some reason in getting into one of the rally games and trying that out for fun. I took this way incorrectly. And, like, I definitely couldn't get away with a Formula wheel for that. (15-inch). And you said, I think you said Simicube hub, right? I need to be up to 6th gear there. What hub did you, or like, I guess button box is the word I'm looking for. Like, what are the buttons on the wheel? Oh, so it's a Simicube hub that's in the wheel? Oh, interesting. Because I'd want a hub still so I could have the paddle shifters on it, because I don't really want to get a sequential shifter. I just don't really have room for it, and I wouldn't use it enough to justify like having that take up so much space. Fuck. Actually, I think was in one of his streams on TikTok. I'm gonna reset the car. He's got like the motion rig. He's like just a really intense dude. I've seen his setup is really cool though, if I remember right. I want to look at... Dude, why does, like, when I switch windows to show, like, Discord or something, it's just like, yeah, actually, we're just not going to show the window at all. It's so frustrating. I think I need to set up... I think what I need to do, I'm going to do it right now, because I think it will just make things a lot easier, is instead of this, I'm going to add a display capture. do this. Did okay. Transform. Here, let me drag this down. Is everything else locked? Lock, 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 lock. Like this. Perfect. Here, let me get this centered in the screen. If it'll let me. Fuck. Come on. Come on, Windows. Okay, let's try this window. There we go. Okay. So now if I go back into OBS, this is pretty much centered in here, right? Yeah, okay. So now I can go into Discord and do Simrigs. So I'm sure you showed it in here. Yeah. Okay. I like the idea of doing. You have the shifter and stuff though, right? Is this yours? I hate how Discord on here doesn't let you like zoom. Oh yeah, you have the Thrustmaster shift or whatever. Because I could technically like fit a shifter right here and do it like that. But I like the Stream Deck placement here. I'm gonna put my mouse right here, and like I would only get a sequential shifter, and I would never use it. I would never use it, and I don't have a clutch on my like wheels because I don't drive, or on my pedals so I don't drive a car that requires a clutch ever. So, um, yeah. Here, let me fix this real quick. So I don't want this anymore. I can remove that. Now you can actually see what I'm doing on my fucking screen if I'm trying to show something and it's being a pain in the ass. And then yeah, if I had a bigger cockpit, I would totally do it, you know? Like if I had a way to like mount things in a better way that gave me some more space, or even better if I had like guess what I could do. This would be wild, and it probably wouldn't work too well, honestly. Maybe not. I was thinking I could get like a little table thing I could pull up and attach the shifter to that, but like the table would fall over. That's stupid. I would need to attach it. I wonder if there's like a way that I could attach it like temporarily, like get something that clamp mounts to the rig and only use it when I want to. Because I think it would make sense to get a sequential shifter and then I could use that in oval and stuff, but oh, main screen is already in use. Oh, because it's a thing. Then I can go into stream deck. Just rename this so that way I can switch to it easier. Oh, it is already switched to desktop. Oh, that's so nice. I want it to be up here more where I'm actually going to use it. Maybe I can do like this. Put in like kind of the order I do actually use things. Cool. Yeah, you have a clutch then too, right? Is the reason that I don't have the clutch is because I don't um, like the positioning of the brake and the pedal when they're over to the right side. Like I find that so incredibly uncomfortable. Like I want them to be spaced out more. And so if I got a clutch, like it would be like in the wrong position for me, and I would barely ever use said clutch, right? Um, Cars with sequential shifters, though. I don't know. I'm testing my knowledge here. I don't. I think this is incorrect. Um, Cars with sequential shifters only like use the clutch for like starting out, right? Like they don't use it for um, every gear shift, right? I'm curious now if I show this video in full screen in this scene. Oh, you guys can see it now. Okay, so this scene's going to be way more useful. The only thing that's annoying is that the overlays are still on the screen. Well, I guess I can just close out of this. I'm stupid. Right. Of course they're still on the screen because they're still on the fucking screen in the game. Oh, that's so much better though. Now I can do and show my screen and it's great. Um, Let me just edit the sizing of this a bit then. A little bit bigger. Hey. I really just need to not show some things. I'm not in the car for the overlays, but it's okay. I just need to bump this up a little. If you race some cars, you need the clutch to shift. Yeah. Anything that's basically H pattern, right? Yeah. I think someday I'd want to do that. I the pedals thing would be like a deal breaker. The only thing that I can think of to make the pedals work in the way that I would want it to work is to get like 3 active pedals. So that way I can not use the middle one when I'm just doing like regular stuff. But when I need the clutch, then I can use the middle one as the brake and the outside one as the clutch. And then it would automatically adjust the like pressures and stuff when I need to switch it, right? But with the actual, if I were to do that with regular pedals, the brake pressure and stuff, like you can't just adjust that on the fly, right? So I just gotta spend like 10 grand and then I can get 3 pedals. I think it's worth it, right? Um, cool. Well, I figured out all that. Um, okay, so now I need to get fast here. I think I have. What time is it? I need to keep an eye on the clock because I actually need to be a productive human being here in a little bit. I need to see where the fiance is at because if she's on the way home, then I really need to be a productive human being. She's in the middle of a golf course. Or no, in the middle of a field. That doesn't seem right. Maybe they're doing some balloon thing or something. Who knows? I don't know what girls do at baby showers. We won't ever be having a baby shower, so I really don't care. Okay. So now we run some laps and then we look at the data, see where we're slower. Um, it says I'm getting the data packs for what I assume would be like laps in VRS. And I used to pay for VRS, but I know you get some stuff free with VRS, so maybe I can look at my lap. So maybe I need to turn on the VRS logger again. So that way I can... if I need to pull my data into VRS, I can. Shit. Let's start from scratch.
You'll have to slow down
And actually
give up the time
concentrate. But that Apex track guide, fantastic. The fact that the person giving me the track guide is somebody that's helped coach me, incredible. I do want to do the coaching sessions more though. Probably around special events would make the most sense, kind of how I did the last one with Bathurst. For specific like track knowledge, but okay, I want to figure out how to do this in cold tires correctly. It's helpful with specific track knowledge, but I think I'll need to, like, obviously I'm not an incredible race driver yet, so specific track knowledge is going to help with that specific track, and then eventually, over multiple tracks, it'll help me become a better race driver in general, because tracks are similar, but I think there needs to be a lot of fundamental fine-tuning yet. So I think things that don't come to me instinctually sometimes is trail braking. I have to be very intentional about trail braking. I need to be over left more. No, they're not. They reset. Or I thought they did. So I've always noticed them, like they're still at a very low temp right now. Need to be up to 6 there. Maybe you're right. I'm probably wrong. Is that what the request a new car button does then? I've never really understood the point of that button. Then you get like actual tires. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So we set at the white line and a car length after that. And then a late apex. Set up active reset points. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to get a... I need to stay in 6th gear longer. Have to get an actual button hub thing for my wheel because I'll need paddle shifters. Because I don't... That just sounds like a very expensive rabbit hole to go down and not use them, right? That I don't think I'm ready to go down quite yet. But I need to look at the different options for hubs. Because now that I'm thinking about it, like the SimMagic one would be great, right? Because I already have SimMagic stuff. And I wouldn't have to buy like an extra like wheel mount. But to get it to work in SimHub, I'm going to have to wire it in anyways. So there's really no benefit of getting the SimMagic one because I'm going to have to wire it in anyways. So I need to figure out if maybe there's a better hub to get. Though I really like the new SimMagic Neo hub a lot. Broke too late. Oh, maybe not. 8 X. Not on the throttle early enough.
0.808.
And also, like, man, I wish GSI, or maybe I can find one that uses the same connector as GSI. It'd be nice to have the same connection as the GSI wheel. I keep leaving it, shifting up too early there. It'd be nice to have the same one as the GSI wheel, so I can just like unplug, plug the new wheel in the new connector, or in the connector, and it's the same connector, you know? And I would just get the GSI round wheel, but it is so expensive for what it is and how I wouldn't use it that much. Yeah, I agree too. Other wheels use the same connector as the GSI wheel though, the screw-in connector. I feel like I've seen other ones maybe. Maybe I'm just making that up. I mean, it's not that big of a deal to swap because I have a USB like extension thing that I plug the GSI wheel into anyways that's attached to my rig. So it makes it actually really easy to unplug. So it wouldn't be that bad. And I can't imagine I'd be switching them that often. But it'd be nice if I just had the Asetek wheelbase or whatever so I could use these all quote unquote wirelessly since they have a power connection through the Asetek wheelbase, or like a USB connection that you can run through the base thing. At least I'm pretty sure that's a thing you can do with Asetek. Yeah. Sell the SimMagic? I mean, I want to at some point. Yeah, I mean, because I love the SimMagic pedals, and I don't see myself changing those out. Like, like maybe I get like Husenfelds at some point, but I don't see myself changing that out at all. The pedals, I really like these, but I could definitely get a different wheelbase. Do you have haptics on your pedals? I know you can buy the SimMagic haptics and get a like third-party accessory to connect them to like basically any pedal. You should do that. I think Mike's doing that. It's like one of the biggest upgrades to my setup, honestly. Especially for driving in the rain and driving on the limit where I need to feel when ABS kicks in or traction control is kicking in. Or feeling where I'm at on the track, on the curbs. Honestly, like I bought it just because I was like, well, they work with my pedals and they're not that expensive and I was just looking for something to spend my money on. But honestly, they were a bigger upgrade to I think me as a driver than like the wheel was, the GSI wheel. I don't know. I think they have cheaper, like it's not expensive, but I think they also have like even cheaper other ones you can buy, like non-sim magic ones. Um, but honestly, huge upgrade if you're driving like basically anything other than oval. You get a lot more information. I am like, I know the butt kickers can give you like similar information, but I don't think it's exactly the same. The other thing I'd be interested in getting is one of those haptic, like chair things where I could, in my, like where I'm sitting, I could have haptics coming through my back and my butt essentially to help me feel the car better. I've heard those are really good, but it's amazing how much just that little bit of extra connectedness makes you feel with the car. No, I haven't. No, it was a rookie. If it was unranked, I would probably do it. But it's ranked rookies F4 Lime Rock. That sounds bad. Oh, eye testing. Oh, thought you were talking about the series they're running this week. No, I haven't done the base shakers, mostly because attaching them to this rig would just like be kind of hard, and I think it would. The rig is also just not like adding that level of vibration to this thing probably isn't the best idea. If I had like a heavier profile rig. Oh, yes, it's serious. Oh no, I haven't done it. No, it just sounds like I'm gonna lose iRating and safety. So I've been avoiding it. I need to be hugging that inside curve a lot more. I know Mike did it and he basically wrecked out of both times I saw him do it, so. Eh. They already actually have the eye testing award from some other thing from forever ago. Achievement. Could be wrong. That's okay though. I'd rather not lose 100 Formula IR. I'm too try-harded with my Formula IR. I think he said early Apex, not late Apex there. I don't know. I don't remember. Fastest lap. That was bad. Okay. I'm going to try the fixed setup. See how that feels. I really like this one though. The thing that sucks is with the setups is like I'm only going to be able to use the actual open setup during IMSA open, right? Like I won't be able to use it in anything else. So there would be 2 races this week that I'm doing the fix. So mathematically, probably driving the fix more. So we'll see what this feels like. Obviously, I think I'm going to be a hell of a lot slower. I'm not sure how much slower it's going to be. Yikes.
Pick up the course. You've got to slow down and give up that time.
Okay, so my tires are still heated. Yeah, so let me reset the car and everything. We were right. I've never noticed that before. So I think when I go into the pits, wait, no. They're at 132 now.
No expected
There was no
Ignition.
reset car thing. Okay, they're in the 130s now. I don't know, maybe how I reset the car, it made it so it didn't do that? I don't know. But now my tires are cold again. They were up in like the 170s, which I don't think I would have been in at that point in the track anyway, so I must have did something to reset the car totally. Sounds good, good luck. What are you racing this week? Maybe it wasn't late date picks through there. Need to rewatch that part of the track guide. Oh, I was flying there. If I didn't mess up that last corner, I would have been really flying. Damn, 159.2. Maybe faster than the fixed. I think I'm just getting better at the track though. I'm gonna rewatch the track guide
0.25.
again just to like refine that a bit more. Really feeling the car now though. I think the fixed setup has more downforce, which is making it easier to feel things out. So uh, Acura. Yep. I think I'm turning in too early there. Yeah. Okay, so he's going off to the turf there. That part's pretty straightforward, I think. What turn is this? Turn 5. Need to use more of the outside curb. I haven't found the slowdown there yet, so I need to be using more of that curb. I want to look at his trace through here. His trace is backwards, which is a little confusing. So brake. He's babying the gas, lifting here. It's really feathering the throttle. Okay. So he's as much pinning it as he can through there, really using the right side of that. So turn 7. I really need to use the curbs more. I don't know if I'm turning in early enough there. What point is he on throttle? So he's trailing. I'm doing that. He's at first gear at this point. Keep him as straight as possible. Oh, he's using the entire right. Drag. Okay. I'm not too far off on that corner, I don't think. Okay, so turn, what is this, 10? I need to use more curb. I think that's fine. At which point is he using throttle? So as he's really kind of apexing that first turn. It says late braking, but he's used a lot of brake. Gotcha. It's kind of sacrificing the first corner. Right before the start of that curb. So yep, this is what, turn 12? Yeah. No, this is turn 14. I think I'm braking too late in there. I'm touching the right curb, I think, so I think I need to avoid doing that. Just so I can get on throttle earlier through here. Straight line. So late apex, but I think I'm turning it too late. So this is turn 18. Straight line. Late apex, turn in on curb. Okay. 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 Let's do a few more laps, see where we're at. It's interesting that he said the accurate might be competitive too. I haven't actually I don't think I own the Acura. If I
Note
do, I
that
haven't ever
changing
drove it.
conditions.
I hit request new car, but my tire temps are still hot. Maybe it resets when I go around the track. Mess up my braking. Oh, I can see. Yeah, I can feel the slip angle you need, kind of going around that. I got the slip angle. I thought the car was gonna spin, so I let off the gas. But it stayed. Not hard enough braking. Damn it. Did I fuck that corner up? need to be braking a bit earlier into that corner, or like harder. I'm not sure. The one before the sand. Optimal's down at 158.5. The corner feels a little sketch. Like I'm not doing it right. Car's a little slidey through it. It's just to see what I'm like in the open setup now. I'm gonna give that a little bit more time though here before switching again. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, I didn't get down to first. I was wondering why the car was feeling sluggy.
0.132.
I wonder if the prototype challenge has vastly different conditions or not.
You got a penalty for cutting the course.
I'm looking for the dashboard. So this is 66. Where's the proto challenge? Yeah, pretty much the same. Okay. I want to give the open setup another go. I'm feeling really good about this so far. I want to give the open setup another go, just to see now how it compares. If anything, it'll help me understand the fixed setup more, but also, like, obviously I want to run the open setup if I'm doing the IMSA open. I just feel like it's not going to happen as much as the other two, so.
We expect these conditions to continue.
My tires are still warm. Did I not reset the car? I swear I did. Oh, maybe it's when I go here and then go back out. Now it says it's cold. Okay.
No
Yeah, so they just normal reset it and didn't like go back to the menu and reset it. Or maybe I'm just doing something stupid. I don't know. My tires were normal temps. I don't want them to be up to temp yet. I want to break it in temp-wise with the setup. Not that late of an apex. Fuck. Yikes. I hate when it's this loud. Try it again. See, the tire temps are back again. But now they're good. I don't understand that. Huh. I've never really noticed that before. I wonder how much that's affected things for me. Where I'm like, oh, I feel the car now. But my tires are actually still molten lava when I reset it. More braking.
You cut the course, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
I don't know, man. Okay. Obviously, I need to brake into that corner way earlier on cold tires. I just wasn't doing that for some reason. Interesting. Obviously, I'm more on the limit, right? I mean, the tires are colder, but I'm like, it's interesting that the car spun there because I haven't spun it like that before there, so I think I was more on the throttle there, which is a good thing, so I'm just gonna keep going. This is why we're practicing to get better. The fact that I've improved like by well over a second on like best lap. And this is also on the open setup now, so it's obviously a bit different. I think it's probably a lot less downforce based on how I'm feeling the car right now. I don't know for sure though. I shifted up to 7th too early, I think. Maybe? I mean, I'm going faster right now, but I felt like I shifted up too early. That was better. I was able to hold it almost completely flat through there. Timed that one good. Hey, 158.
Nice. Just fix the fastest lap of the session.
Braking was a little funky through there. So definitely faster in the open setup than the fixed, which makes sense. We'll do a few more laps with the open. The nice thing is the open and the fixed setup, like obviously they're different and they feel a little different, but it's not like drastic. Like sometimes you go from like fixed to open with some cars. Like it still feels relatively similar to drive. Yeah, I feel like I'm just a lot better in these downforce cars. At least a lot more consistent. Oh, as I brake way too early. Yeah. Yeah, the setup I'm using for it is the same people that made the setup for Bathurst that we used, and I've used them for a few other things. But I finally bought the subscription for it, and the setup is definitely good. The only thing that sucks is like there's like the IMSA Open Series, which I would race the setup in, but then there's the IMSA Fixed, which is obviously both multi-class, one's just fixed, one's open. Then there's the Prototype Challenge, which is fixed, but it's only prototypes, which I'd be more apt to race than the multi-class, just because it's multi-class is a bit more chaotic generally. So I'll probably be racing fixed most of the week. Getting the hang of this track a lot more though. I think I'm like not good at this track normally because I know the track enough where I can just jump into a race, but I haven't practiced much on this track. Just this little bit of practicing I think has made me understand the track on a much deeper level now. I think it's a good track. It's not my favorite, but I like it a lot. People always come in troves to race here when it's on a series during the week. New fastest. We'll keep going until we don't set a fastest, and then we'll switch back to the fixed setup. I want to go someday. Just need to get your passport. We can go. Maybe give it a few years after I buy a house and all that stuff, but I want to do it. They're like, I think one of the upcoming years, they're like not on the F1 schedule or something. So I can't imagine this track would go away though. Or like they haven't re-signed for a certain year or something like that. Which seems absurd. I mean, Spa in the rain would still be fun to watch. Watching those cars try to navigate a route. I wonder what general admission would be like for this track, because I'm sure getting around here is not easy, right? I thought that was a different corner when I was going into it. So I feel like the grandstands would be the move. This is one of the tracks I feel like on iRacing I've raced in the rain the most. Well, yeah. I'm sure it's expensive. I mean, you and Mom both have to get a retirement present at some point, right? Not that Mom would want to go on this. She could get something else, but... That is true. I feel like you probably want to go before you retire, though. I feel like... Be a lot of walking. And my tires are still at temp. I want them to be cold again. Now they are cold again. Monza would be cool. From what I've seen, shit. I need to get this corner right in the cold. Tires I need to redo. What I've seen of people going to Monza is it's not a fun race to go to in person unless you, I assume, have like expensive tickets, right? Like it's like general admission just kind of isn't like something you'd want to do there because you can't see anything. There's no good spots for it. And I guess Spa would be the same, but I've seen a lot of videos of people that go to Monza and they're just like standing on like a fucking tree stump to be able to even see the track, and they paid general admission tickets to see it. Honestly, Coda was so much fun. I don't know how much you've raced on that track. Very challenging track. But like the experience there to see the race was like so good, and you could see so much. You had access to so much with the general admission. I think it was like the general admission at F1 last year was cheaper than like the NASCAR race in Chicago. It's like it was like maybe $300 for the weekend, which includes all the concerts and stuff too. And it's a lot easier since Leon's there, so we have a car there already, you know. Just getting to and from there without a car would be a bad idea. Trying to take the shuttles and stuff. Yeah. It's like pretty undeveloped out there because I think Leon was telling me when they first built Crota, however many years back, like there wasn't actually a road leading out there. People had to like fly in to get there. So it's pretty out in the middle of nowhere. But I mean, you can see like Austin from it. Like Austin's in the distance, you can see the skyline and stuff. I broke way too late. I don't know what I was doing. I was like looking at the 50 board or whatever, and I'm like, oh, that's where I break, and I don't break anywhere near there. Way before. But yeah, that you can. I don't think there's any part of the track that you can't see with general admission, right? Whereas with a lot of these, like that's not true for I don't think probably most tracks that the F1 calendar goes to. Like you can see every part of the track when you're there. I did not. I cut way too far to the right there. Swedish, like messing up my shifts, and I don't even know what's going on. It's fine. We're just feeling out things still. I need to be on the accelerator earlier there. I want to go to Road America. I was thinking about maybe going this year to the GT3 like IMSA stuff. I don't know when it is though. I haven't looked it up. I know tickets to that are like super cheap though, and like you can get like paddock passes. So you can go to the pits and stuff for like $70 for the whole weekend or the day or whatever. Like very cheap. Yeah. That'd be cool to see at Road America too. One of my friends, Marshall of IndyCar at the Indy Road Course and at Mid-Ohio. I think IndyCar is going to blow up. Is Logan Sargent racing in IndyCar this year? Or was that just like a thing that they were like showing him doing the car fitting and stuff, but he's not actually doing it? Did not break enough. Because if Logan Sargent's in there this year, that's going to blow things up a bit, I think. I feel like IndyCar's on the verge of getting big. Will Buxton's over there commentating now, too. He like left F1 TV for IndyCar. I wonder if that means he's not going to be in Drive to Survive anymore. I wonder if he got kicked out of F1 TV or something, because his reasoning was just like, oh, like the Speed Channel or whatever the fuck I guess is affiliated with IndyCar, and I guess he would be working for the same people again. He's like, well, they gave me my start, so it feels right to go back to them. I feel like he got kicked out of F1 TV.
0.132.
That would be a good job. If only there was money in racing. So money in racing if you're in like the top 0.005% of any position. Mechanic, race engineer, whatever. Besides that, not really. Oh yeah, I know, Will's job, yeah. That's top like 0.00001%. Oh, too much curb. There is a lot of grip there. I think it'd be fun to be like a race engineer. The strategy portion of it all. And like one of the engineers building the car, that'd be fun. It sucks the first part of the F1 schedule is so fucking boring. We have like, I don't even like Australia. It's like a while before they actually race a good track. Suzuka's like probably the best out of that, and I don't really like Suzuka that much either. I just wish they would stop racing so many Middle Eastern tracks. They're not fun. Is that a slowdown? Yeah.
Got a penalty. We're cutting the course.
Yeah, I guess it is with the S's and elevation changes and stuff. Yeah, I guess it is pretty similar. The thing is like they have unlimited money. They could add elevation if they wanted to, or like they could literally do whatever the fuck they want, but they're just like not fun tracks at all. I'm sure they're nice to drive because I'm sure whoever designed them made them like nice and flowy to drive, right? But to watch, they're just like not that good. They're not interesting. They're just very like flowy tracks, not many hard braking zones, and if there are hard braking zones, they're not hard braking zones where you pass because there's long straights that you just pass on anyways. It's like not hard like tracks to like race on. And it's just boring. There's no history. These tracks mean nothing. The fact that the last race of the season is at one of them is always so stupid. Like, there's not one Middle Eastern race I look forward to during the year. Maybe Yas Marina is probably the coolest one, and I think Jeddah's okay. Maybe, how do you say that? Azerbaijan or whatever is pretty cool because it's like the street course, but it's probably one of the better street courses they race. But then there's like other ones like Qatar and Bahrain, and there's a few other ones that are like the other tracks that are just like not that interesting. Yeah. Lots of oil. Yeah. They were talking about changing it to like have this like insane fucking like Mario Kart hill on it, or like a new Singapore track. The China one's terrible. It's the cheapest Grand Prix you can go to during the year. It's not even like close to a major city either. It's so far out. Like that one's stupid that we do.
0.072.
There's not even a Chinese driver anymore. Yeah, I don't really like them either. Vegas is probably the best one. Which again, great for TV, not great for viewing in person. Fuck. So I think I can take more of that curve and be fine, but every time I've tried to take more of it, I spin, so... I don't think it's like... I'm kind of sacrificing that corner anyway, so I feel like there's not that much time to gain from doing that. Like taking that risk. Yeah, I don't think there's any street course I like. I really don't like Monaco. It's such a boring track. It's like this overhyped thing, and then the racing is terrible. I guess it was exciting last year when Checo and Haas wrecked each other, but besides that, which just then made it an even more boring race since they were able to do their tire change on the red flag and then not go back to the pits the rest of the race. I feel like if there's a red flag within the first like 10% of the race and you change tires, that shouldn't count as your tire swap. I'm sure they're going to be looking at the red flag tire rules after Brazil.
12.445.
Yeah, it's just not good to watch. It's okay in the simulator, the little bit I've done it, but it's such a boring race to watch. I think I literally fell asleep during it. And it's even more interesting now because Charles Leclerc is in it, right? But it's still not interesting enough. I think they need to just take out... They need to have a German track. I don't know why they don't have a German track. You could add Nürburgring back in, or Hockenheim, or anything to replace one of the Middle Eastern tracks. They can also get rid of Zandvoort while they're at it. That track sucks. Rotation. I like the Nürburgring Grand Prix course. I think it would be fun watching F1 go there. It's been a while since they raced there. Yeah. It's coming off the schedule soon, I think. I saw. Yeah. It's a cool looking track, but the actual racing is pretty boring. Are you going back to work this week? Or have you already went back? Nice. I'm sure you're excited to be in motion at least a little bit again. It's fun being at home for about 2 or 3 weeks and I got bored. But I think now that I have the simulator, it'd take a little bit longer to get bored. I think I could really ride out some Severance if I had that option again. The fact that my slower laps are still 159s, and I have to remember that this is the fixed setup, so I shouldn't be approaching anywhere near my fastest lap because I'm probably losing a ton of time in the straights. I need to get like one more solid lap in, then I think I'm gonna call it. I think this is good practice though. I wish the race started tomorrow. Well, I guess it starts tomorrow, but tomorrow night. So tomorrow morning, I'm either gonna race something else or practice some more. Oh. That would be bad, because then you have to do it all over again. Yeah. Did you get it done in Perryville? St. John. Yeah. My braking marker is still very inconsistent there. It's like this little patch of dirt, but with the shadows, it's really hard to see. Oh, I got so much slip angle through there, it scared me. Sometimes that happens, I'm not sure what I'm doing to induce extra bit of slip angle through there. Like, it's like slip angle on the verge of like spinning out, not like, it doesn't feel like a healthy amount of slip angle. Maybe that's what it's supposed to feel like, but I'm not used to it yet. Because I'm really not losing that much speed in the straights with this setup, to be honest. Just off.
59.2.
That was a really good lap, though. Fuck. I was looking at my phone. Alright.
You've got wheel damage. Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less
That
grip
all
out
felt
there.
really good, though. Yeah, I need to jump off. And I'm going to practice some more tomorrow. I think it's feeling really good. The fact that I ran 158 and low 159s with um, like a 159.2 with the fixed setup is crazy. So I need to look at the data for sure. But I'm really happy with how all of that went. So, um, but yeah, I will be on tomorrow morning. Maybe more tonight. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah. Thanks, people on YouTube watching. I see you. Thanks for tuning in, Dad. I will see you all later.